Have you ever wondered if you're making full use of the hidden features in the car you drive? The truth is, there are small details that seem insignificant but can save you a fortune in repairs, make driving more comfortable, and keep you much safer. The problem is, most drivers go 5 or 10 years without ever noticing them. From a hidden mechanical key in the remote to lowering windows with a button, blind spot warnings, or auto-locking doors when you walk away, these features can transform your driving experience into a smarter, more effortless one. Today, I'm revealing 21 secret features you'll wish you knew sooner. If you've ever been curious about this, give it a like. 21. Mechanical key in the key fob. Many people are so used to pressing the unlock button on their remote that they don't realize there's a backup mechanical key hidden inside. It might sound unnecessary, but this little key has saved countless drivers from frustrating situations. Picture this. You're leaving work, heading to your car in scorching heat, hands full of bags, and the remote won't unlock because the battery is dead. That helpless, annoyed feeling is all too real for those who've been there. This is when the hidden key becomes a lifesaver. Usually there's a small latch or button on the side or back of the key fob. Slide it, and the key pops out. The door lock is often hidden under a plastic cover on the handle. With a quick twist, the door opens in seconds. No need for roadside assistance or asking for help. 20. Emergency trunk release from the driver's seat. Few people notice that many cars have a button or lever to open the trunk right from the driver's seat, often tucked discreetly under the floor near the seat or on the side of the driver's chair. This small detail sounds simple, but is incredibly useful in real-life situations. Imagine you're rushing to the airport with luggage already in the trunk, but at the last minute, you need to grab some documents for check-in. Getting out, walking to the back, and opening the trunk manually wastes time and is inconvenient. Or worse, if the electrical locking system fails and the remote doesn't work, this mechanical button or lever lets you open the trunk easily. Just lean down and look. You'll spot it. With this feature, you save precious minutes and avoid awkward moments, especially when carrying heavy loads or traveling with family. 19. Extendable sun visor. Have you ever lowered the sun visor only to have sunlight still stream into your eyes from the side? Many drivers have experienced squinting uncomfortably while driving, which is not only annoying, but also dangerous. Standard sun visors usually cover the front, but they leave gaps at the side windows where light sneaks through. This strains your eyes and can cause you to lose focus, potentially leading to a split-second mistake. Few know that on many cars, the sun visor can extend. Just slide it gently, and an extra section stretches out to cover that pesky gap. The result? Less glare, more comfortable eyes, and much safer driving. 18. Tire pressure monitoring system. Many drivers only check their tires when they're visibly flat and need patching, but modern cars come equipped with a tire pressure monitoring system, TPMS, to warn you early. The problem is, some drivers see the yellow warning light on the dashboard and don't understand it, or worse, ignore it, thinking it's an electrical glitch. Low tire pressure doesn't just make your car sluggish and burn more fuel, it can lead to a blowout on the highway, which is extremely dangerous. Even a few PSI too low causes tires to overheat, increasing wear and the risk of bursting. The TPMS alerts you the moment a tire drops below a safe pressure, giving you time to address it before it becomes a bigger issue. 17. Fuel cap direction arrow. You've probably been there, driving a rental or borrowed car, pulling into a gas station, and realizing you don't know which side the fuel cap is on. Some lean out to check, others get out and walk around, or worse, pull up to the wrong side of the pump, feeling embarrassed and wasting time. The answer is right in front of you on the dashboard. Next to the tiny fuel pump icon, there's an arrow pointing left or right. That's the side of the fuel cap. This small detail is incredibly useful, especially if you drive rentals, borrowed cars, or switch vehicles often. Knowing this trick saves you from circling the car or stretching the pump hose awkwardly. 16. Rear cross traffic alert. One of the most nerve-wracking situations for drivers is backing out of a tight parking spot or a garage with almost no visibility on either side. You ease off the brake, holding your breath, hoping no car or pedestrian suddenly appears. A split-second delay in spotting something can lead to a collision, with repair costs that aren't cheap. This is where rear cross traffic alert comes in. Using radar or cameras at the rear, the system sees for you, scanning both sides and warning you if a vehicle is approaching. Some cars even sound a loud beep or flash lights to ensure you stop in time. This feature is especially useful in busy mall parking lots or underground garages, where convex mirrors or standard backup cameras aren't enough. 15. Lower windows with the remote. On a hot summer day, everyone has experienced opening the car door like lifting the lid on a mobile oven. Normally, our reflex is to crank the AC to full blast and wait for the cabin to cool down. But we all know it takes at least a few minutes to feel comfortable. The problem is that time is uncomfortable and unsafe, especially if you're traveling with young children or elderly people. Few realize that many car models come equipped with an incredibly useful feature, lowering all the windows using the remote. Just press and hold the unlock button on the key fob for a few seconds, and all the windows will automatically roll down, pushing out the hot air and letting cool outside air rush in. On some models, you press twice and then hold or enable it in the settings menu. This simple detail is completely free, requires no extra devices, and helps your car vent heat quickly. If you just learned something new, comment the number 6. 14. Rearview mirror anti-glare lever. Driving at night, one of the most annoying things is headlights from the car behind reflecting straight into the rearview mirror and right into your eyes. Your eyes get dazzled, painful, and strained. Just one moment of distraction could lead to an accident. But for decades now, most basic rearview mirrors have had a built-in anti-glare trick. A small lever right under the mirror. Just flip it lightly, and the mirror adjusts its angle, scattering the light so it doesn't beam directly into your eyes. You still have a clear view of what's behind you, but the glare is much softer, making nighttime driving more comfortable. Sadly, many drivers go years without ever using this feature, or they think it's just for decoration. Newer cars even have auto-dimming mirrors, where a light sensor detects rear headlights and darkens the mirror surface automatically, without any action from you. 13. Trunk escape handle. Many people think getting trapped in a car trunk only happens in movies, but before 2002, the US had several cases of children or even adults dying from suffocation or heat stroke after getting stuck in trunks. That's why the law requires all passenger cars to have an emergency release handle inside the trunk. It's usually bright-colored or glow-in-the-dark for visibility, and pulling it unlatches the lock right away. It sounds simple, but in a life-threatening situation, this tiny detail could save a life. Unfortunately, many owners never notice it, or worse, remove it because they think it's in the way. 12. Speed-sensitive volume control. Have you ever noticed that the music in your car sounds just right on the highway, but when you stop at a red light, it suddenly blares too loud and annoying? Or the opposite. Cruising along, but wind noise and tire hum force you to keep cranking the volume up and down? It seems minor, but constantly adjusting by hand is distracting and potentially dangerous. Many cars actually come with a built-in feature called speed-sensitive volume. The system uses speed sensors and a cabin microphone to measure noise levels, then automatically adjust the radio or music volume to keep it balanced. On long drives, this makes things more comfortable without you touching the controls, but many people accidentally turn it off in the settings or never even know it's there. If you've ever wondered why your car's music suddenly changes volume, your vehicle might already have this feature. 11. Adaptive cruise control. On long highway drives, everyone has felt leg fatigue from holding the gas pedal steady. It's tiring and easy to lose focus. Regular cruise control locks in your speed, but if the car ahead slows down suddenly, you have to brake, cancel the mode, and reset it all over. That's why many newer cars have smart cruise control, also known as adaptive cruise control. This system uses radar and cameras to track the vehicle in front, automatically easing off the gas or even braking lightly to maintain a safe distance, then speeding up again when the road clears. You just steer. The car handles the rest. 10. Wiper maintenance mode. Have you ever struggled to replace windshield wipers that are stuck tight under the hood, been afraid to yank them and break something, or crammed your hand in there feeling cramped and awkward? In reality, many modern cars have a wiper maintenance mode, but very few people know about it. When activated, the wipers stand straight up, creating space to easily swap blades, clean the windshield, or clear leaves and ice. The process is simple. Turn off the engine, then quickly flick the wiper stalk for a few seconds, and they'll stop in the service position. Some models have a dedicated button in the menu. This small trick prevents the wipers from snapping back and accidentally scratching the glass, a repair that costs a fortune. 9. Hidden storage compartments. Have you ever complained that your car feels cramped, with stuff thrown everywhere from the trunk to under the seats? Actually, many SUVs, trucks, and minivans have clever hidden storage spots built in by the manufacturer. They're often under the floor, beneath seats, or in the door sills. Just lift a mat or pull a handle, and you'll find a compartment big enough for tools, rain gear, a fire extinguisher, or even valuables when parking on the street. Many are waterproof, so you can stash cold drinks or perishables without worrying about mold. 8. Auto hold. Do you ever get annoyed holding your foot on the brake pedal at a red light, feeling tired and worried about accidentally slipping if you lose focus? In rush hour traffic, that frustration is even worse. This is where the auto hold feature shines. When activated, you only need to press the brake once to stop, and the system locks the brakes until you press the gas to move again. No need to keep your foot on the pedal, and no worry about the car rolling forward or backward. It's especially useful on steep overpasses, parking garage ramps, or in crowded city streets. Many new drivers fear letting the car roll back on a hill, and this feature gives them so much more confidence. The problem is, many owners never turn on auto hold, or don't even know their car has it. 7. Auto lock when walking away. Have you ever walked a few steps away from your car, only to suddenly worry if you lock the doors? This habit wastes time and can even be risky if you get distracted. In fact, many car thefts happen simply because owners forget to lock up. To prevent this, many modern cars have an auto lock feature for when you walk away. When the smart key leaves the sensor's range, the doors lock automatically, often with a beep or flashing lights to confirm. It sounds simple, but it brings real peace of mind, especially for those juggling bags or who are often forgetful. 6. Lane departure warning. One of the most common causes of highway accidents is losing focus, causing the car to drift into another lane. Many think keeping the wheel straight is enough, but just 1 second of glancing at your phone or turning to talk can make your tires cross the line. This is where the lane departure warning system comes in. A front-mounted camera tracks road markings, and if your car drifts without signaling, it alerts you with a beep, a steering wheel vibration, or even a slight correction to guide the car back. For new drivers or those on long trips, this feels like a co-pilot giving timely reminders. 5. Ventilated seats and mini cooler. On a hot summer day, sitting on scorching leather seats is torture. Sweat beads on your back within minutes, making driving miserable. This is where ventilated seats make a difference. Small fans under the seat blow cool air through your back and legs, keeping you comfortable, especially if you're wearing a dress shirt or suit. Not only do they feel great, but they also reduce fatigue, keeping you alert on long drives. Alongside that, many cars have a built-in mini cooler in the center armrest or rear console. Just turn on the AC and it keeps water, milk, or sodas chilled without needing a bulky cooler bag. These are so convenient, yet many owners never use them or don't even know they exist. 4. Smart Start Stop. Have you ever sat in traffic on a hot afternoon, engine idling, just waiting at a red light? This is when the Smart Start Stop system shines. When you stop for a while, the engine automatically shuts off to save fuel and cut emissions. As soon as you lift your foot off the brake or press the gas, it restarts instantly with almost no delay. It seems small, but in busy city driving, this can save you liters of gas daily, plus reduce engine wear from idling too long. Some drivers find it jarring and turn it off because they're not used to the engine stopping. In reality, you can toggle it on or off depending on the situation, like keeping it on in city traffic or off for short, frequent stops. 3. Downhill assist. If you've driven down long, steep hills in places like Jalat or Sapa, you know the tense feeling of holding the brake pedal, smelling burning brake pads, and praying to reach the bottom safely. Braking constantly can overheat the pads, making them fail and creating a dangerous situation. This is where downhill assist control becomes a lifesaver. When activated, it automatically manages the brakes and transmission, keeping your speed steady at just a few miles per hour. You don't need to press the brake, just steer and watch the road while the car handles the rest. Many think this is only for off-road vehicles, but it's also incredibly useful in multi-level parking garages, overpass ramps, or slippery roads in the rain. 2. Automatic rain sensing wipers. Have you ever been driving when rain suddenly hits, fumbling for the wiper stalk to adjust the speed while keeping your eyes on the road? Just 1 second of distraction can be dangerous. This is where automatic rain sensing wipers shine. A sensor on the windshield detects raindrops and adjusts the wiper speed automatically. Slow for light drizzle, fast for heavy downpours. You don't need to touch a thing. It's all hands-free. This not only lets you focus fully on driving, but also boosts safety during sudden rain, especially on highways or busy roads. 1. Blind spot monitoring. Have you ever changed lanes on the highway and been startled by a car right beside you that wasn't visible in your mirrors? That's the blind spot, the area your eyes and mirrors can't cover. A moment of oversight can lead to a side collision, costing thousands in repairs or even endangering lives. To solve this, many modern cars have blind spot monitoring. Radar or cameras at the rear scan both sides, and when a vehicle enters the danger zone, a small icon lights up on the side mirror, sometimes flashing or beeping if you signal to change lanes. Some high-end models even vibrate the steering wheel for urgent warnings. Looking back, your car might be packed with secret features you've been overlooking. From small details to clever systems, they're all designed to make your drive safer, more comfortable, and more efficient. Don't let them sit unused. Start exploring today. If you found this helpful, hit the like button and follow the channel for more valuable driving tips.